Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to discuss a problem based on economic law dispatch from module 5, and this question is one of the question I have taken from May 2019 question paper. So let's see the question now. Assume that the fuel input in BTU per hour for units 1 and 2 are given by F1 is given in terms of P1 and F2 is given in terms of P2. The maximum and minimum loads on the units are 100 megawatt and 10 megawatt respectively. Determine the minimum cost of generation when the following load is applied, and the cost of fuel is rupees 2 per million BTU, and one graph is also given. Okay, first let us write the given data, and in the question itself they have given the fuel input to unit 1 as F1, which is given in terms of P1, okay, and F2 which is given in terms of P2, which is the fuel input to unit 2, and the next thing is that P1, the minimum and maximum load on unit 1 is 10 and 100. Same way the minimum and maximum load on unit 2, that is P2, has got values 10 megawatt and 100 megawatt, and here we have to calculate minimum cost of generation. Minimum cost of generation means this is a question. Here we have to apply economic loading condition. Economic loading condition. So this is a question based on economic loading. Okay. And one more thing is that if you have noticed, the cost of fuel is also they have given in the question, which is rupees 2 per million BTU, and this million means 10 power 6. So in the given data, instead of this 10 power 6, I am replacing this as million for our easy calculation. Million BTU per hour, million BTU per hour. Okay. From the available data F1, first we can calculate dF1 by dP1. dF1 by dP1. What is dF1 by dP1? We know this is the incremental cost of production for unit 1. Incremental cost of production for unit 1. And from this equation we can write dF1 by dP1 as 8 plus 2 into P1 square means 2 into 0.024 into P1. Okay, same way dF2 by dP2 as 6 plus 2 into 0.04 into P2. Okay, so this is the incremental cost of production for unit 2. Okay. Here I have rewritten the data that we have already discussed, that is F1, F2, dF1 by dP1, dF2 by dP2. And now look at the graph. Here they have given the load. This is the load they are applying to our units 1 and 2, and during 12 to 6 am, that is 6 hours. During these 6 hours they are consuming 50 megawatt load. And from 6 am to 6 pm, this is a duration of 12 hours. During these 12 hours, the units are consuming 150 megawatts of load. And during another 6 pm to 12, they are again consuming 50 megawatt of load during 6 hours. For 6 hours, okay. First, let us divide the given load as 2, that is 50 and 150 megawatts. So, first we are going to consider this 50 megawatt alone, the load of 50 megawatt alone. And as I have already told, minimum cost of generation means we have to apply the condition for economic loading. So, for economic loading, the conditions are this 50 megawatt is contributed by both units 1 and unit 2. That means the 50 is the sum of P1 plus P2, And the second condition is incremental cost of production for unit 1 should be equal to incremental cost of production for unit 2, that is represented by this differential equation. Okay, and we have already find the value for this df1 by dp1 and df2 by dp2, that is I have rewritten over here. If I substitute the values for this incremental cost of production, we can write the like this. If I rewrite this equation, 0.048 P1 minus 0.08 P2 equal to minus 2, and I am considering this as our equation number 2. So if we solve equation number 1 and equation number 2, we will get the values for P1 and P2. Okay, and here I got the value as P1 is equal to 15.625 megawatt and P2 equal to 34.375 megawatt. And if you have noticed in the question, they have given F1 and equation for F1 and F2 like this. So if we substitute the value for P1 in this equation and P2 in this equation, we will get the fuel inputs for unit 1 and 2 for 50 megawatt load. So here I am not going to show the substitution part for this F1 and F2. I am directly writing the answer for F1 and F2 by substituting the value for P1 and P2 that we have got for 50 megawatt load. Okay, that is F1 is equal to 210.86 million BTU per hour. Here don't forget to write this million because it has got a value of 10 power 6. Okay, and same way F2 equal to 373.51 million BTU per hour. This is for our first part, that is for 50 megawatt load. Now let us see what about the 150 megawatt load. In the same way, for 150 megawatts of load, I am just replacing the values for 50 megawatt. That is, when load is 150 megawatt, for economic loading, the conditions are P1 plus P2. Now, instead of 50, we have to write 150, and same way df1 by dp1 is equal to df2 by dp2, and these formulas remain same only. And after solving equation number 1 and 2, the values for P1 and P2 will be 78.13 and 71.87 respectively. Same way, if I substitute the values for P1 and P2 for F1 and F2, we get the value as F1 is equal to 851.49 and F2 equal to 757.87 million BTU per hour. This is about our fuel inputs. Now we have to calculate the minimum cost of generation. So for calculating the minimum cost of generation or total cost, the equation will be F1 plus F2 for 50 megawatt of load, and F1 plus F2 for 150 megawatt of load multiplied by 12 hours into 2. And how we have got this 12 hours? If you have noticed, this 50 megawatt of load is applying for a duration of 6 plus 6, that is 12. And if you have noticed, 150 megawatt of load is applying for 12 hours directly. That means each load has got 12 hours of operation each. F1 plus F2 multiplied by 12 and F1 plus F2 multiplied by 12. Both units are operated 12 hours individually for supplying 50 and 150 megawatts of load each. Okay, and now if you have any confusion, we can easily understand by looking into the units itself. That means for the F1 and F2, that is fuels have got a unit of million BTU per hour multiplied by this 2 is nothing but our cost of fuel, that is 2 per million BTU, million BTU, and that is rupees divided by million BTU, and if you have noticed, these will cancel each other and the remaining part is nothing but rupees. Okay, so now I'm going to substitute the values directly that we have already got. Okay, that is 210.86 plus 373.51 plus 851.49 plus 757.87 multiplied by, the whole sum is multiplied by 12 into 2, that is rupees 50,649.61 rupees. Okay, so this is the minimum cost of generation, and this is a very simple question. This question is asked for 10 marks. And the only thing we should notice is that economic loading condition. For economic loading condition, incremental cost of production for both the units should be equal. Okay, that is the only thing we need to remember so that we can easily score this 10 marks. Okay, so that's about today's video. We will see within another lecture in the next video. Thank you.